Good morning, everyone. Carrie Bramley here. I just wanted to hop on because I've actually changed my routine a little bit in the morning. I still start with my shape because I'm on the maintenance part of the program now, SlimDown for Life. But I go probiotics first. Probiotics first. So that's this one, not the axis. I'll show you. Actually got to open the axis. I'll just show you. So the probiotics. So that comes in like a double sachet like this, okay? Now what I didn't understand with this, and it you know, just listening to Sandy Frankish at SRC, you know, and hearing her story with her boy, with his massive health, liver issues, and how as a baby, so, you know, for any of you who know children who are really battling, but I mean for us as adults too. So if you look really carefully, it's got writing here, and can you see this is the culture sachet, this one here. This is the booster. So for kids, you cut this and you give them the culture part, and you can do that 4 times a day, okay? And I mean, her story and seeing her son so well now, you know, because her son was hospitalized. I mean, I've had my story with Kendall, but Kendall wasn't hospitalized, you know? So I'm just so grateful for that. But it could have got to that if I hadn't made changes as a mum to alter what was going on in her gut to reduce her eczema. So that's why I just want to say to you, I don't know if you guys even realize the gold we have here. This is one of our key products for the SlimDown program. It has been for me with my bloating and brain fog, the key product to really getting my gut changing. And I was chatting to someone the other day because we do this for 5 days and we take this every day for 5 days. But this is what I've changed. So I start with probiotic in the morning. Then I have my shape. Then I have my water. Then I have my other supplements and my breakfast. I start with this. And now, you know, I was in the SlimDown for Life part of the program. I was having this once every 2 or 3 days. The change, when I came back from SRC, I'm like, no, my gut still needs this. So I came back and I ordered a couple more boxes. So now I've always got one because I actually that's the other beauty with this. So when I went to SRC, when you're traveling, it's hard to take some of your other things. So I just took sachets out of this and I put them in something else, and I took Go. And I mixed the two together, and I had that in my water bottle at SRC. So, but I am taking this every day, every single day. What a difference, every day. I haven't felt bloated for weeks now. When did I come back from SRC? 2 weeks, for 2 weeks. And you know, there've been some things that I've had to eat because I've been traveling backwards and forwards and various other things, and haven't quite been able to stick to everything, you know, as it goes sometimes. But having this, so I have it in, so this is the tap, you know, tap water. You can do filtered water, you know, however you do your water. But yeah, probiotic. Okay, so I'm just going to have some because I need to get going because it's 8:30. Okay, and then the axis. So people say to me, what's the difference between the two? This is like your absolute must for your gut, okay? Because it's got bifidobacteria in, and I haven't found another probiotic with that. Bifidobacteria, we need 90% of bifidobacteria in our gut for our immune system to work. Okay, so it's like massive. But then, of course, you know, there's still things that go on with the gut, and those of us that are trying to change our gut health and therefore change other things, you know, like our weight, etc. I use a little knife to cut this, by the way. I've given up trying to, because it's so tightly sealed. So I have this little knife that's actually too blunt, and I've just kept it blunt so that I can actually use it for my dough products when I open them. So yeah, I'll just get this like that. Because I need to open this at any rate and have this today. So what I'm doing now is I'm having Axis. So Axis is the one, comes with a little spoon, and I used to have half. I have a whole. So, you know what I've realized? So Axis is what, it comes in these little granules. And the idea with the granules is that then they don't get like ground up in your stomach, and then they can get to your intestines, which is where we want them. Because what we want is to change the whole environment in our intestine. That's the microbiome. And you know, someone was saying to me the other day, and my husband is an ecologist, and I was talking to another ecologist, and they were explaining about wetlands. I don't know if you guys know anything about wetlands, but wetlands are like in New Zealand, everywhere in the world actually. Wetlands are like the key ecosystem that helps, you know, it kind of like everything else comes out from that, you know. Coming from Africa, it's those water holes, you know. So the wetlands, you've got to have, you have plants and you have water, but sometimes the water doesn't have the right ecosystem for all the tiny little, we call them hohos in South Africa, you know, all the insects and things that, you know, some of us get irritated by insects and things like that, but they are massively important for an ecosystem, especially, they are especially reliant in terms of water sources and plants around water sources. So wetlands, what they do is they go to a good wetland, and they actually take water from a good wetland, and they bring to a wetland that's not thriving, and they put that good water from that wetland into this wetland water that's not thriving. You know, they make sure they're doing the planting and doing all that, but they've actually got to get the organisms that live in the good wetland water to put them into this not good wetland water. It's like our gut microbiome. I was like, oh my gosh, that is like what our gut needs. So we've actually got to, if we're not getting it from our food and our gut is still inflamed and our immune system's still all over the place and our hormones are still all over the place, we've got to get these organisms, which are bacteria a lot of the time, good bacteria, and that's what I've had to do. I've had to pack my system with good bacteria and keep packing it with good bacteria because I've still got the virus in there. We don't get rid of these things. How many other viruses have I had in my life? Heaps. But I've also had lots of antibiotics. I've also had lots of anti-inflammatories. I've also had, and they just wreck our gut. I didn't know this stuff. So I'm having a full scoop of Axis every single day. Now, Claudia just chucks it down the gullet. I don't know. I can't kind of do that. So I take a banana. I take the spoon and I put it on a plate and I mop it up with a banana. But, you know, you could have it with yogurt. So that's probably what I'll do next time. I left my Probiotic when I went to SIC this time, but I think I'll actually just take a small amount and just, because you can, you know, you can buy yogurt. So, and Kendall and I had yogurt over there. So you can mix this in yogurt, okay? Just what I would suggest is that you don't dissolve it in something, because the whole idea is to keep those granules. You want those granules because this has got like the trillion different things that we need for our gut health, okay? And in our program here, our gut health is just key, okay? All right. So I just wanted to hop on that because, yeah, it's made a big difference. So that's what I've changed since I've come back from SIC. You know, listening to so many people, talking to so many people about, yeah, some of our core products. So Axis is not part of our 5-day SlimDown thing, but it's a gut health product that we have. That's optional for you. I've just made it a priority since coming back from SIC. Okay, just, you know, as I learn, I realize the importance of some of these things. And when this ecologist was explaining about, you know, taking water from a good wetland and putting it into, you know, the stagnant, yucky water of this wetland that's not working, I'm thinking, that's what we do with our gut. That's what we need to do every single day. Because if our gut health is good, the rest just unravels. And that's why our SlimDown program is like way ahead of anything else out there. I've got a mosquito flying around. Okay, have a great day, everyone. For those of you who are doing your 24-hour fast, go for it. You can do it. There's so many good things that come with that. Okay, so many good health things that come with that. All the best.